Like I hadn't anticipated that I would need to have people in contracts making them exclusive or whatever. In fact, I encouraged AD to start streaming in the first place. And, I kind of thought that he was going to do more like gaming stuff or, I think I used academics as an example when he first was going to start streaming. I'm like, you should just talk about like hip hop, but, have your perspective. And I didn't really expect that would end up kind of, I'm really proud of them. I just want to make that clear. Like these guys, the fact that they were able to build their own platforms off of it is like amazing to me. And like, I'm very proud of them and I'm proud of the fact that we had any involvement in it. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really anticipate all this that would happen in terms of us kind of feeling like we were competing. And I heard Ak and AD talking yesterday, and AD even said that when they announced their live shows, because they have some upcoming live shows, and it's like literally in the same venue as the No Jumper live show that we did around a year ago. And AD even admitted that like when they announced those live shows that he kind of expected that at some point this was going to become an issue, just because for us as a business to have them kind of doing like all the same things that we're doing, I think that there was probably a shelf life on that.
That doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Because if you're a network and you bring people on and attempt to develop them, then there shouldn't be a ceiling on that development. Like you're in content and they're in content, so naturally, it would have been the same thing, Joe. Wait, naturally, the people that come behind are going to follow a blueprint. So why wouldn't they be doing shows? Why wouldn't some of those venues be the same?
No, totally. But I mean, at a certain point,
you want to prop them up. No, that's what I'm asking.
Definitely, but it's like when they're doing all the same stuff, but we're not participating on a business level. AD admitted this, which I thought was kind of cool. Wait. He acknowledged this dynamic.
Adam, but you never wanted to participate on a business level, or else their platforms wouldn't be separate from yours.
No, and I realize that now because even just listening to T-Rel talk about it, I just kind of realized that, I thought that I was going to put them on this Wednesday show and that was going to be enough for them. And I didn't realize how much more ambition they actually had. And, now that like pretty quickly they were doing, 3 nights a week, all of them were like streaming on their own platforms and stuff. So, it just kind of got to the point where it felt like the focus on their channels not only like made more sense for them, but also probably made more sense for No Jumper as well. Unfortunately, it went down in this crazy way where AD ended up feeling kind of betrayed because he had to find out about this Discord call with Lush, whatever. I wanted to be able to, if we were going to separate, I wanted to try to be able to do it in like the most respectful and chill, calm way possible. And instead, of course, the most dramatic podcast in the world has the most dramatic breakup in the world.
Adam, I know this is your white privilege jumping out, but you can't control their progress and control the detachment. You can't control the separation and control their progress. You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, I would have probably tried to incubate those brands through No Jumper, and maybe we get a percentage of it, and we deliberately go out of our way to help them grow everything. I also don't know if that ever would have actually worked, because they're very, very T-Rel and AD in particular, they're like mega independent minded. It's like it probably would have been a pretty serious challenge for them to have grown these brands while kind of operating under the No Jumper umbrella. Honestly, I don't know how well that would have worked.
That seems to be a challenge that they were more than up for.
To do it under No Jumper?
To be with No Jump. Yeah, I've listened to every interview these guys have done this week, and they all, even in separation, speak like they had no problem being ambitious at No Jumper, and their views of where the network was headed and your views of where the network was headed is just in two different places.